Good evening, here are tonight's top stories. A former national footballer and his grandson die in a tragic accident on the Soesdijk-Linden Highway. The Natural Resources Minister denies rumors of detainment at JFK Airport. SOKU launches an investigation into Deputy Police Commissioner Calvin Brutus. The Guyana Police Force awards over 5,000 ranks in commemoration of its 185th anniversary. Guyana awaits U.S. evidence before taking further action on sanctioned individuals. The GDF sends 50 soldiers to aid in Hurricane Beryl relief efforts in Grenada and St. Vincent. Investigators arrest 3 suspects in connection with the murder of transgender sex worker Sean Simon Hooper. A trainee fire officer is charged with causing death by dangerous driving. An East Kange man faces multiple charges following his arrest. Enrio Wolford is ordered to retract false accusations against the Minister of Natural Resources. Stay tuned for the details of these stories. Please remember to like, share and subscribe to our channel for more news.
Former national footballer and grandson die in Soesdijk-Linden Highway accident. A tragic accident along the Soesdijk-Linden Highway this afternoon has claimed the lives of former national footballer Carl Hunt and his young grandson. Hunt was a resident of Rainbow City, Linden. The identity of the deceased child has yet to be confirmed. 2 other grandchildren, who were also in the vehicle, survived the crash but have been admitted to the Mackenzie Hospital in serious condition. Initial reports suggest that Hunt, who was driving the car, lost control of the vehicle and collided with a wood-carrying truck. The impact caused the car to flip over multiple times. The car was recently purchased and still had trailer plates attached. Investigations into the accident are ongoing. Natural Resources Minister denies detainment rumors at JFK Airport. New York, USA, Natural Resources Minister Vikram Barrett has refuted reports suggesting he was detained and interrogated by federal agents at John F. Kennedy International Airport. Earlier today, journalist Enrio Wolford claimed on Facebook that Barrett was escorted and questioned upon his arrival on Thursday evening. However, Minister Barrett clarified to iNews that he was neither detained nor interrogated. He explained that he was on an emergency trip to visit his hospitalized father in the United States. In a social media post, Barrett extended his wishes for his father's speedy recovery and expressed gratitude to U.S. authorities for their professionalism and expedited immigration clearance, allowing him to quickly reach his family. SOKU launches investigation into Deputy Police Commissioner Calvin Brutus. The Special Organized Crime Unit, SOKU, has initiated an investigation into allegations of financial impropriety against Deputy Police Commissioner, AG, Calvin Brutus. On Thursday, Brutus opted to take annual leave to facilitate the probe. Minister of Home Affairs Robeson Ben confirmed the investigation, stating, Mr. Brutus has proceeded on leave to facilitate a full and complete investigation by SOKU. He added that any potential promotion for Brutus will depend on the investigation's outcome. Police headquarters issued a statement highlighting that Brutus requested to proceed on annualized vacation leave with immediate effect to facilitate an investigation in the best interest of the Guyana Police Force. The Commissioner of Police granted the request following the prescribed procedure. This development follows a recent announcement of a rotation in the force's top ranks as part of a modernization plan. Brutus, previously in charge of administration, was one of 3 officers reassigned. Minister Ben emphasized that the government will be guided by the investigation's findings, which SOKU has already commenced. Enrio Wolford ordered to retract false accusations against Minister of Natural Resources. Journalist Enrio Wolford has been given a deadline of 2 p.m. on July 14, 2024, to retract his false accusation against Minister of Natural Resources, Vikram Barrett, and offer a public apology. The demand comes in response to Wolford's claims that the minister was detained and interrogated by federal agents at John F. Kennedy International Airport in New York. Minister Barrett has strongly denied these allegations, stating that he boarded a flight to the United States for the sole purpose of being with his ailing father. He emphasized that both airline and airport authorities assisted in expediting his disembarkation and clearance through JFK Airport, allowing him to reach his family as quickly as possible. The minister has described Wolford's claims as baseless and emphasized that they have been irresponsibly repeated by pro-opposition officials and media outlets. He maintains that he was neither detained nor questioned by any federal agents upon his arrival in the United States. Minister Barrett has urged Wolford to retract the false statements and issue a public apology, stressing the importance of accurate reporting and the impact of misinformation on public perception. The minister remains focused on his duties and on supporting his family during this difficult time. Guyana awaits U.S. evidence before further action on sanctioned individuals. Minister of Home Affairs Robeson Ben announced on Friday that any further actions regarding the recent United States sanctions against the Mohammeds and May Thomas will be determined once the relevant information is received from U.S. authorities. The government of Guyana has officially requested all evidence and information that led to the sanctions imposed by the U.S. Treasury Department, which cited fraud and corruption. While some measures have been implemented following the sanctions, Minister Ben emphasized the need for careful and informed decisions based on the evidence provided by the U.S. This includes the potential seizure of firearms used for security purposes at the Mohammed's place of business. We will make decisions based on the information that we have. We have to be careful to make practical responses to issues. It couldn't be, in any event, while reviews are ongoing, we don't precipitate actions that will put people at risk, Minister Ben stated to reporters at an event on Friday. The sanctions resulted in the revocation of the Mohammed's Cambio license and ongoing evaluations to determine additional necessary measures. May Thomas, in response to the sanctions, has been placed on leave and subsequently resigned from her leadership position within the governing People's Progressive Party Civic, PPP/C. The government of Guyana has committed to a thorough investigation of the allegations and has dispatched an official request for the pertinent evidence and information from U.S. authorities to ensure that all actions taken are well-founded and justified. Investigators arrest 3 in connection with murder of transgender sex worker Sean Simon Hooper. In a significant development in the investigation of the murder of Sean Simon Hooper, a transgender sex worker known as a coil bottle, police have arrested 3 suspects for questioning. Crime Chief Wendell Blanham confirmed the arrests, which include the alleged shooter, identified as a Shaggy. Hooper was fatally shot around 2 a.m. on Thursday near King Street and South Road in Georgetown. At the time, Hooper was accompanied by another sex worker, known as Unruly Lawati. One of the suspects has reportedly provided investigators with details of the incident. According to the suspect, he was in the car with Shaggy, who was driving and owns the vehicle. The suspect alleged that Shaggy was the shooter and claimed that Shaggy had a problem with one of the sex workers, though it is unclear if Hooper was the intended target. Prior to the shooting, the suspects and 2 female foreign nationals had drinks and engaged in sexual activities at a city hotel before the women left in a taxi. Afterwards, Shaggy and the suspect drove around looking for food. They eventually drove to King Street and South Road, where Hooper and other sex workers were standing. The suspect recounted that Hooper approached the car, at which point Shaggy retrieved a black gun from under the driver's seat and fired several rounds at the sex workers. Hooper's body was later found approximately 100 feet away in a pool of blood. Following the shooting, Shaggy and the suspect reportedly went to another location in the city to purchase food. Investigators have recovered 9 9mm spent shells from the crime scene. The investigation continues as authorities seek to piece together the events leading to Hooper's death and bring those responsible to justice. Trainee fire officer charged with causing death by dangerous driving. A trainee fire officer, 26-year-old Makion Hooper of No. 51 Village Quarantine, Region 6, East Burbus Quarantine, was granted bail on Thursday after being charged with causing death by dangerous driving. Hooper appeared before Magistrate Faith McGusty at the Wim Magistrates Court and was released on $500,000 bail. The charge stems from an incident on May 4, 2024, at approximately 11 p.m., when Hooper, driving motorcar HD 5339, allegedly caused the death of Mahindra Nareen. According to reports, Hooper was driving south along the eastern lane of Springlands Public Road, Quarantine, Burbus, at a high speed. He suddenly made a right turn towards the V-Power service station, at which point Noreen, riding motorcycle CL 5024 behind the car, attempted to overtake Hooper's vehicle. The motorcycle collided with the car's right-wing mirror, causing Noreen to be flung from his bike and strike his head on a concrete structure. Noreen was picked up unconscious by Hooper and taken to the Skeldon Public Hospital. He was subsequently transferred to the New Amsterdam Public Hospital and then to the Georgetown Public Hospital, where he was admitted to the Intensive Care Unit, ICU, in critical condition. Unfortunately, Noreen succumbed to his injuries on May 6. During the court proceedings, Police Prosecutor Corporal Shinel Matheson did not object to bail but requested substantial bail. Following the setting of bail at $500,000, the prosecutor further requested that Hooper surrender his passport and report to the No. 51 police station fortnightly as conditions for his pretrial release. These conditions were accepted and ordered by Magistrate McGusty. The case has been transferred to the Springlands Magistrates Court, with the next hearing scheduled for August 5. East Cange man facing multiple charges following arrest. Jason Isaacs, a 35-year-old man from Bristol Street, East Cange, has been charged with 4 counts of robbery following his arrest at a roadblock operation at Weldad Police Station, West Coast Burbus. Isaacs, who was previously wanted in connection with the 2021 murder of US-based Guyanese Hemraj Pardesi, was apprehended on July 2. Isaacs appeared before Magistrate Michelle Mathey at the New Amsterdam Magistrates Court on Tuesday, where he faced 4 charges of robbery under arms. The charges, laid under Section 222(c) of the Criminal Law Offences Act Chapter 801, stem from incidents in Burbus. May 28 incident, Isaacs allegedly robbed 26-year-old Rahani Hemchandraji, a hairdresser, at her home on New Street, Cumberland, East Cange, while armed with a gun. April 27 incidents, on the same day, Isaacs is accused of committing robberies against 46-year-old Donraji Tulsi, a government 10-day part-time worker, and 75-year-old Kamal Dean, both on New Street, Cumberland, East Cange. April 27 incident, Isaacs allegedly robbed 66-year-old Nandlal Otter at Lot 82 Bunbush Dam, East Cange. Isaacs was not required to plead to the charges. The cases have been adjourned to August 7 and will continue at the Reliance Magistrates Court. Isaacs has been remanded to prison. Isaacs has been on the run for several years. In addition to being wanted for the murder of Hemraj Pardesi on August 3, 2021, in Reliance Settlement, East Cange Burbus, Isaacs is also suspected of fatally shooting a man in Suriname on October 12, 2023. He was arrested in Suriname the day after the alleged murder but escaped from the Paramaribo University Hospital. The police had issued a wanted bulletin for Isaacs in May this year, leading to his eventual capture by the Guyana Police Force, GPF. Following his arrest, Isaacs was allegedly found with items linking him to several robberies in Burbus, prompting further investigations. Guyana Police Force awards over 5,000 ranks in commemoration of 185th anniversary. In celebration of its 185th anniversary, the Guyana Police Force held an annual awards ceremony on Friday at the Police Officers' Mess Annex, Yonge Street, Georgetown, distributing monetary prizes totaling $112 million to over 5,000 ranks nationwide. The awards were given in recognition of the outstanding work done by police officers across the nation, demonstrating their commitment and dedication. The event underscored the force's appreciation for the rank's efforts in maintaining law and order. Significant awards included $190,000 to ranks for intercepting a semi-submersible vessel in Port Kaituma, $285,000 to ranks for recovering a go-fast vessel, drones, binoculars, torchlights, and cellular phones in Gravel Creek, Port Kaituma. $220,000 to ranks for arresting a suspect with narcotics and stolen articles related to a robbery. Inspector Rameshwar received $1.3 million on behalf of the Force's Information Technology Department. Commissioner of Police Clifton Hicken, in his address, praised the officers for their hard work and dedication, noting a reduction in serious crime attributed to the efforts of 361 community policing groups. He emphasized the force's ongoing transformation and investment in its ranks, including sponsorships, scholarships, and training programs both locally and internationally. He highlighted that the police academy had recently achieved international accreditation. Hicken urged the public to support law enforcement officers and recognize the daily challenges they face. He emphasized the importance of community support in creating an environment where officers can excel and maintain public safety. Minister of Home Affairs, Robeson Ben, echoed these sentiments, highlighting the force's progress and the importance of integrity and personal improvement among ranks. He stressed the need for police stations to be welcoming environments and encouraged officers to continue striving for peace and professionalism. The awards were presented by Minister Robeson Ben, Permanent Secretary Andre Ally, and senior officers of the Guyana Police Force. Special awardees included ranks from various regional divisions and departments such as the Criminal Investigation Department, Communications Branch, Special Weapons and Tactics Unit, and Strategic Planning Unit.